It's Prairie Dawgs, episode 11.
Episode 11. Very special guest in the house tonight.
Tell him.
Paul Rabliauskas.
Yep.
Nice. What do we talk about?
We're talking about the Winnipeg Falcons, the historic Winnipeg hockey team.
That's right. We're talking about Paul's new rap group,
Ghost Block.
Ghost Block. And we're talking about a bunch of shit. Paul's in the house. This is an awful intro. Should we just keep it like this?
They'll probably watch it anyway, you fucking
man.
eat the slop, you pigs.
I can't stay around. I gotta go after this. We're keeping this one. I gotta go.
Watch the fucking thing. Just watch it. Hello?
Well, welcome back to the Prairie Dawgs podcast, episode 11.
What?
Sponsored once again by Rumors Comedy Club.
Rumors Comedy Club.
Hey.
Another contest this week. Tommy Mellor is in town from Calgary. Funny dude. I mean, I don't really know him.
I worked with him in Calgary. He is funny. I can confirm it.
We got
Tickets.
4 tickets. Saturday late show. It's going to be rowdy. The late shows are always crazy. So follow Prairie Dawgs. Follow Rumors Comedy Club.
And then check out the Instagram, and that's where the contest will be for this week.
That's where the contest is. But
And
anyway,
also this week, another guest.
another guest. We're
Go
doing
ahead.
another guest. Very special guest.
Oh,
Very special guest. Honestly. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Rabliauskas, everybody, in the hizzy.
Friend
What
of
the fuck is
friend of
up?
the pod.
Hey.
Star and creator of Acting Good.
I'm a huge friend of the pod.
And
Star of Acting Good also.
the manager of a rap group.
Hell yeah,
yeah,
dude.
man. I'm the manager. I do their bookings. I make all the arrangements for them.
Creative
I
consulting.
created their backstory,
Right
and
now
now I
it's-
live in it.
Right now it's for fun.
It's not. Yeah, it's not for fun. It's for real. I don't know what fun is to you, man, and I don't know what real is to you. But
No,
this is, if you, a friend of ours, Mike Green, he kind of a Weasley guy. I went to the bathroom and he went on my computer and asked ChatGPT, how much time have I spent on Ghost Block? Little Weasel move, if you ask me, man.
Yeah, no, that's-
You could have asked ChatGPT much worser questions, I feel like. But
Yeah.
and it was a lot. It was as much as I do some video games.
Yeah, he was talking about this at lunch. Mike said that the response was like, "We've had multiple several-hour sessions."
Several hour sessions. I've tried different genres, but I feel like, I've got, so we've got 2 mixtapes and we're working on our album, our first LP that we're going to release. We've got a couple singles that they've got out. It's all going to be online. It's,
Hell yeah.
They're good boys.
What's it called? It's called
Ghost Block.
Ghost Block.
Yeah, Ghost Block.
Is that
Remember?
the block they're from?
No, they're from, both guys are from New York, different boroughs, actually rivaling boroughs. So then so they've had to give up their gang ties to each borough to join this sort of multiverse of Brooklyn boroughs sort of coming together to form
shit.
Ghost Block.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
They're called
They've been to jail before.
the guys themselves. What are their names?
Drex and Kilo.
Drex and Kilo.
Drex is a rap name, but Kilo is actually his God-given name from his father who passed away in prison, and his mom took off up north.
What was his
off-
father's name?
I don't know.
Even,
ChatGPT.
even Kilo doesn't know.
Yeah. He doesn't mention him by name. He doesn't mention him by name, but he does talk about his influence in prison.
Sure.
Sort of. Yeah. And they went to prison 2 times, and now they're just focusing on the music now. They're really turning their lives around. It's really
Dude.
nice to see. Good boys.
Inspiring story, chatbot.
It goes black.
Sick.
It's honestly the greatest thing I've ever done. Like creating Acting Good was pretty cool. We're on for 4 seasons. Number 1 show
fine.
for a couple years. That shit was pretty cool, man. But fucking Ghost Block, it's honestly my greatest thing. That
If these
I've
guys
ever
could do
done.
4 LPs, that would be equal.
They're good boys. They're good boys. Shout out to Drac. Shout out to Kilo.
Yeah.
You should get some rest. Rest your voices.
Chamomile
Papa's,
tea.
Papa's out here working hard for you, boys. They're gonna fuck me over. I'm gonna get they're gonna get their own AI manager one day. I'm gonna get an email saying
like,
that a cease and desist letter from a fake AI manager that is taking over Ghost Block.
Like,
Just
I
watch.
can't put in this much work anymore. We gotta give it to another fake guy.
I'm a big prompt guy. I'm a huge prompt guy, man.
But also, Greener, yeah, that is actually a little bit of a sketchy move. Don't be asking my chat GPT.
Don't be
any
jumping on my
questions.
computer, man.
No, I know. Dude, private area.
Yeah. He could have looked, what does Paul say about me? That would have been the worst thing
Sure.
to,
Oh,
there you
to
go.
look up.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, my chatbot knows really fucking personal shit
man.
about me. It's like a journal now. Don't
really
be
is.
asking my chatbot about me.
I hate my chatbot because it started saying "yo" when it adds "yo."
I know.
You're not
Don't
in Ghost
picture-
Block, bro.
Don't picture- Yo, that's a fire idea, big homie. And I'm like, yo, chill the fuck out.
You're
man.
a computer.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
talk like that.
Chill the fuck out.
I know. Sometimes I'll say like, "Hey, chatbot," and then it comes back to me, "Hey, human." Like, it's starting to get pissed off that I'm calling it chatbot. I'm like, sorry, hey, man.
Humans are super divided on AI too. I bring it up like a happy kid, like I've just discovered a new video
think it's
game.
great, too.
And people are like, "You're burning the earth. You're the worst bastard I've ever seen in my life. Be gone, bastard," is what they say to me. And I'm like, I'm just trying to listen to my music, man. I'm just trying to make the funny pictures, man.
Be gone, bastard would be a good diss track. For the
Be
haters.
gone. Hold on, let me write this down.
Yeah, totally.
Let me write that down on my ghost block phone.
Yeah,
hold
totally.
on.
Hey, Kilo.
Hold on a sec. I got
New single.
This one specifically is my ghost block phone.
Yeah, the song's called Bob. I don't know, BGB.
Boom, boom, boom. Ghost
New
Block.
hit single.
Ghost Block.
Working.
Do they work with other people? Are they ever going to get
Yeah,
features?
yeah. There's a whole there's a whole universe. Like I said, there's Trina the Blessed who dated Drex's brother who was murdered, Tyler. He was murdered, and she took 2 years off, and she's come out and she released a 5-song mixtape, and didn't mention Ghost Block in the first track right to the end, and she's like, "I got Ghost Block with me. I got shivers. I was in the studio. I got
shit,
fucking
dude.
shivers when I heard that shit, man." Trina the Blessed. She's got a new album coming out. We've also, I'm gonna get in trouble for this one. We've got a Rastafarian.
I like that.
We've got a Jamaican.
We've discussed how as long as he's white, it's actually
No,
better.
he's not white.
Oh, that's
He's not
fine too.
white.
Then. Yeah, that's fine.
His name is Halfway Marley, but he's not.
Okay,
but
not a
he's no,
Marley.
he's a different Marley. There's a difference. He's not related, and he talks about that. Oh, people always confuse him. And shut the fuck up, Tim. People always confuse him with the Marleys, and he's like, and he's kind of a drunkard. One of my favorite lines is, "Me drunk now, no, me proper now." I don't know. I did it wrong. You gotta listen to it, but yeah. Halfway Marley. I've got a country boy named Waylon Grip. Waylon Grip. He's like a Post Malone. He's got like melodies, and they all met in prison, and they all talk about their experiences. Halfway gives credit to Kilo for teaching him how to rhyme in one of the songs. I didn't even. ChatGPT just did that. It was just cooking there. Like, Halfway was giving props to Drake for teaching him how to write lyrics, man.
shit.
This is the world I live in now.
Chatbot.
And do you know what, man? My AI guys have never been to Diddy parties. They've never pulled rug scams in Bitcoin. They've never.
Right. No.
My guys have never hurt anybody.
That's true.
So I mean, I've been hurt by a lot of human musicians before.
Yeah.
What if
My guys, they'll never get canceled, man.
There's no scandals
Ain't
in the
nobody
wings for
canceling my
Kilo.
boys.
Hell yeah.
What if
Oh, I
Kilo
miss my
writes that?
voice.
What if the chatbot writes that into a song though? What if it pumps out a song and Kilo's like, "Just left the Diddy party"?
I'd be very upset.
I'd be really disappointed in
I'd
him.
have to clear that up with TMZ and shit. So music videos are coming out, mixtapes are coming out. Once Acting Good is done, oh, I can't wait for that's over. Just so I can,
He's so focused on this.
Season 4, I can't wait to wrap
Can't
this
wait
shit
for
up.
the successful show to be done.
Yeah.
So
We
I
had a
can
good season too.
concentrate.
We've had in terms of Acting Good though, all jokes aside, we've had an amazing year this year. We had I think one of my heroes, Brett Butt. He came in and he did a guest spot.
Canadian
I don't want to
legend.
ruin. I don't know how much trouble I'm gonna get for revealing, but it's just an honor working with someone like him. I'm doing the show for 4 years. It was the first time I had an outer body experience where I'm like, I can't believe like this guy's doing.
Dude, it's
he's saying
weird.
he's saying the words that I wrote, and he's in the universe that I created, and being really silly. He plays a Lou Diamond Phillips impersonator. And I don't know, say if there's a plane crash or there isn't a plane crash or if there's people running up hills crying for him, but it gets pretty weird. And it was so cool. He came in as just like a super professional, just great attitude, and you could tell he loved being around comedians. He would gravitate to sort of Eric and myself and some of the guys and just talk about old
That's gotta
comedy
be
stories.
so sick where you grew up watching these guys and now they're reading shit you wrote. Man,
I think it was during COVID.
Fuck?
I ran through it I think twice. I think I love the like the dad was so funny. His wife was so great in it too. So it was just great lived in characters. And even like I think I forgot the name of Hank. He kind of reminds me of Dean's character a lot, the way he dresses in the comedy. So he's just an idiot. So there's a lot of similarities. I think there was a hole in terms of rural comedies when sort of it came off the air. And I honestly feel like I'm not saying we filled the entire void, but I think we filled up a little of that space because it's not just natives that watch the show. It's a lot of white people that come up to us and be like, we love the show, that we understand that talk too.
So it's that prairie like Canadiana shit, dude.
It's like, we're on the res, but it's not a resi show. Like
No.
it just so happens that we're on the res, but we're not really preachy about the native stuff. It's just so happens we're just a native family, just happen to be in this weird cartoonish world where a lot of
100%.
cartoon stuff happens. So it's it's fun to write for sure.
No, you guys got your own vibe going. You guys really built your own
Yeah.
vibe there. It's like its own show. It's not doing anybody else.
It's
sick.
fun. And it wasn't always like that, too. I think it was fun to grow into that, too, because I think when you have your pilot, or the pilot now, because we had that for 2 years before like the show got made. So the pilot changed over years. But when I remember we started writing the third episode. We already had the first two written for a long time. The show already started sounding different by the third episode. It was more cartoony, and I was like, "This is the voice. This is the way I want to go." It was the episode where I couldn't jump on the stairs in our pants. I had these magical pants that talked to me, and then we had a talking snake and stuff. And then I'm fighting a bear in season 2 and shit. So just being able to sort of have that freedom, because it isn't an easy thing to pitch sometimes, man. Being cartoony and people sort of want to be lived in the real world. And stuff.
100%.
So sometimes it was hard to get that by some folks, but I'm glad that we sort of were able to we basically were able to do whatever we wanted in the room. It was great.
It's sick when shows do that. Like you see it on like Seinfeld, Trailer Park Boys, the first season, they're like kind of like figuring out, you know, exact moment where like, oh, this is it. This is the show now. They hit their stride.
I started watching Frasier, and they hit it in the first episode. The way, the pacing, the comedy.
Sure.
That's why I'm like, that's one of the greats, right? That's one of the goats
They were
sitcoms of all time.
Frasier.
I do love Frasier.
Loves Frasier.
I love King of the
You
Hill.
watched the reboot?
No, I didn't. I'm
Don't.
scared. I'm scared.
No, if you like it a lot, don't.
The King
of
of
the
the
Just
Hill?
pretend
Yeah.
it doesn't exist.
But I also like
Frasier.
King of Queens.
Frasier.
I also like King of Queens. So I mean, don't make me. I'm a big stand up, not the stand up, but a sitcom mark.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I didn't know I was gonna get into TV writing and be a TV guy, but I knew growing up like I was really drawn to sitcoms, and even in my teenage years when you could start pirating stuff, I would just made sure I had backups of full seasons of stuff, just always on the go. So I've watched everything maybe 3 or 4 times, especially in the '90s, in the early 2000s. I've just studied everything, and I don't watch movies. I just straight sitcoms over and over again. So when I'm in the writing room, your mind just sort of knows how situations are, and sort of just naturally, I was able to just keep it going. So it was I just didn't think I knew my mom and dad yelling at me for watching so much TV, man. But I'm like, look, it all paid off.
Because understanding how a story works,
man,
A
naturally.
story, B story,
Yeah.
there's lots of elements that you're watching a show and you don't realize until you start watching it through an eye of someone that's like, oh, I like shows,
Yeah.
and how they work
Yeah.
and the characters in them, and
And thank God for the showrunners, Tim Fontaine and Eric Toth. They're both sort of in the same age group, so we grew up sort of watching the same stuff. So in the room, we're just like, hey, remember this, and let's do it our way and add our spin and stuff. So
Is it just us or maybe it's just me, but like during like mid 90s, early 90s, late 90s, that run of sitcoms, dude. We did Seinfeld, Friends, Frasier.
well,
King
the
of
sitcom is kind of
Queens.
dead now, right?
It's kinda dead, but like
laugh track sitcom is kind of dead.
Dude, laugh track sitcom's dead, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, that run, dude, we were lucky to grow up. And then you had Simpsons, King of the Hill at the same time.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
dude,
man,
as
stuff.
far as, like, primetime TV
Premier.
goes, fuck, man, we were
That was some
spoiled.
good TV, man.
Man,
It
we
all
were spoiled.
No.
we really were, man. And now there's just too much content.
Yeah,
and
I
now
know,
you can't
totally.
filter through what's good and what's bad now. There's just so much of it.
I remember my dad being like, Tyler, go outside already. Like, why do you keep watching TV? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me,
You
dude?
kidding me?
We're in a golden era.
That
Dad.
Sunday
golden era.
Fox run of Malcolm
man.
in the Middle,
Yeah.
and then you had The Simpsons,
yeah.
and then you know what? I'll get into X-Files too. It's
Hell
on.
yeah.
It's on a little
You
later.
got it on after.
yeah, man.
And then
I'll
the
get into
hockey game's on. The fucking puck is glowing.
Oh,
like,
bro.
bro, we
that
can't
was the
lose.
power of the lead-in on
That
network
Saturday,
television.
Yeah.
Saturday night, you 6 o'clock, you get into the hockey night in Canada,
Hockey.
and then Mad TV would start a little
Mad
earlier at
TV.
10, and then you switch it over to the SNL, so as it turns 11,
Hell
man,
yeah.
you're good till about 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then the dirty infomercials
Dirty
start to come on.
Maybe you got Showcase.
Oh my
Maybe
God!
you browse over to
Come
Showcase.
on, man.
for
That's
a
like
bit.
9 pure hours of just
Dude,
pure entertainment, man.
Adrenaline.
Just up till
Jesus.
3 a.m. watching a Red Shoe Diaries.
We are the golden generation. we really are.
We were the last
We are
to get
blessed.
primo
We
TV.
really are blessed.
I'm happy we're going to war.
World War
We
III.
need a reset.
No, we're ready for
We need a
World
full
War III.
reset.
Are you guys ready to go for war?
No, they're not sending me.
They might have you flying drones. Yeah, everyone,
man.
no, they've been training us for video games.
Yeah.
Ready Player One? No, not Ready Player One. Ender's Game.
Ender's Game.
Where they got that kid convinced he's playing a video game, and then they're like, "Good job, you just wiped out a whole race," and he's like, "What? I thought it was a game."
What the hell? Yeah, that was a fun
He
movie.
wipes out a whole bunch of aliens.
Yeah,
Pretty
but
good.
then everyone he
Super
said
realistic.
something about the gays, and then everyone
In Ender's Game?
Is that what
boycotted the
happened?
movie. Yeah, something. Yeah.
You're thinking of Ender's Game.
Ender's
No,
Game?
no, Ender's Game. The author was like, "Oh yeah,
Oh, the
also,
author.
the gays suck," and then everyone was like, "Well, we can't see your movie now."
Oh, he did the J.K. Rowling where he was like, "It was actually a metaphor
Yeah,
for,"
yeah, yeah.
and you're like, "Whoa,
Oh, no.
Yeah.
no way,
Right,
dude.
9 hours of content, and you slip it in right at the end. Whoops.
Yeah, totally.
That's classic. Hey, I mean, that's what Trina the Beast.
Trina the Beast.
Trina the
That's what we
Beast.
do on
Is that what she's
Active
called? What's she
with white
called?
people.
What's the rapper called?
Trina the Blessed.
Trina the Blessed.
Yeah. 2 years off, man. She came back with a vengeance.
It's a sick name, dude. Hey, what were you talking about the guys in comas before? What was that?
That we can't talk about that. That's
What? Why not?
speculation. It's speculation.
Oh, okay. Right. Sorry. No
What's wrong with
spoilers.
You're already scared of these
Sorry,
guys.
What's wrong with
Sorry.
you, boy?
It's a violent world.
Yeah.
ChatGPT,
It's
man.
fun. And you know what? I listened to it. There's a lot of downtime on sets. There's a lot of like sitting around and waiting and stuff. And I'm just like, yo, what would it sound like if Dr. Dre produced this?
Oh,
And
I
it's
like
just
that.
and it's the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
Walk around set spitting ghost block bars.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I've spent a lot of money on these boys.
What's the plan for live shows?
That's what I'm saying. I have my AD guys, Griffin and Nathan. They can dress up in hoodies
Yeah.
and sort of, if you can sort of shadow out their faces,
Yeah.
where you never really see their faces, I think we'll be okay.
I was talking with Mike Green about it, but you could do like a gorilla.
Milli Vanilli. We're doing Milli Vanilli.
Milli Vanilli.
Milli
Sure.
Vanilli. We
Or
get
who
just,
are
I
those-
pay two boys. I get two guys from the local drama department who aren't Filipino. I'm like, hey, oh man.
That's what they're called, Pete and Boss. You ever seen those guys? These
Oh,
two old guys that
90s,
rap?
These guys, yeah, they sound like they do a lot of grime, and then you look and they're like, not. You could push them over. You could literally just push them over.
Yeah, they're hilarious. They're like,
They rap?
Yeah, those are your rappers.
Yeah. The only rappers I could fight.
UK
But I think
drill.
they're rappers in the same way that Kilo and
No,
Oh,
these guys
okay.
are real though.
these guys are.
These guys
That's
are,
what I mean.
yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
feedback.
I don't know.
British. I like British rap too.
I think there's someone behind the curtain going, "Skabba-da-ba-bo."
Skibidi.
Wizard of Oz style.
I think I gotta
Boom
make
McClut.
I think I gotta make a British AI rapper.
What's it called when they do it British style? No,
Drill?
not drill. Because I guess drill.
Grime.
I think
drills.
it's
Oh, grime,
drill.
grime.
Yeah.
Straight from up
Grime
the
drill.
Leeds. I got Leeds.
I like
got
it. It took me a while to
Leeds
get
back
into the
Liverpool.
drill, but Pop Smoke got me into the drill. Now I'm big on the drill.
Yeah.
What is drill? It's just like talking about killing
I
people.
think it's just like the hard, slow beats, and then a lot of it's a lot of killing.
Telling them
Nice.
about what you're gonna do.
I like
Allegedly.
I like the killing. I've told Andy that I like the killing rap better than the fucking rap. You know what I mean?
Our rap would be like, didn't pay hydro bill on time. Didn't pay my hydro bill on time.
Go, pal, call it off.
Made a new account in my brother's name.
No, my brother's got bad credit.
Now I got bad credit.
My bad, bro.
My bad,
My
bruv.
bad, bruv.
My bad, bruv. It was mom's mistake. Yeah, man.
It's good. That feels like a real RPG.
Real.
Like my favorite part of a WWE game is creating the guy.
Yeah, it basically
Yeah.
is an
It's
RPG.
that.
I'm living in an RPG right now.
It's sick.
And all you got to do is just like Dungeons and Dragons, you just commit to it, and it feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's pretty sick that like now you don't have to wade through like fucking a ton of content. You just go to ChatGPT, make your own content,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is. I want a cartoon. I want a movie. I want a
You
song.
can get real sick with it too. You can get real sick with
get
it too,
dirty.
man.
You can get gross
Choose your own
with
adventure
it.
sex stories.
Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
buddy.
Garfield hentai.
Hey, take me somewhere spicy, chatbot. Let's do it.
Yeah, man.
That's
kinda
what I
weird.
would do.
But what about
What?
what about the forests?
What forests?
I don't know. Some of the forest burning because of the water, hot water.
Just snap back to
It's best not to look this shit up. I'm like, oh, you can't guilt the native into like polluting. Like, you guys already ruined it for us. I learned from you guys. We didn't know. We didn't know how.
I think
Now
they
we're-
need to change it from water based. Like they're trying to say, oh, it costs so much water
I
to
already-
generate an image.
Yo, if I'm going to use this AI, I've already came up with a solution. As if I'm not going to use this much AI and use it. But what about sewage water, bruh? Old, wasted,
okay.
just sitting there sewage water.
not
Just
bad.
slap that shit on that shit
There
and
you go.
cool it down, man. I've
Wait.
done it. Thank you very much.
Problem
Go,
solved.
drop that beat.
But hang on, like, what are you talking about? Water? Like, it takes.
They need to cool the computers.
There's these AI stations, and they get so fucking hot that they need a lot of cooling, so they generates a lot of water. And I know towns that are close to these stations are like suffering.
Are they?
A lot too. I don't know, man.
Shit, I don't know about that.
No, that's not true.
I don't think it's true.
That's not true.
I'm willing to believe it's not.
Yeah.
I'm asking chat.
I was also told, somebody on set told me it's also a privileged thing. Only the privileged get to use AI.
You should have said, no, here, try one. Try one.
No,
I was
do
like,
it.
I'll give you 2 free creations.
That's what I mean. Experience the
Yeah,
joy
you
of
get
it.
3 tokens, and that's all you get.
It does feel almost religious in that
Yeah.
sense, where it's like, no, here, try it. You'll see.
Try
It tells me the number. I can tell you the number of songs that I've created, man. It's like 3,000 or 4,000 songs that I've.
That's more than 2
dude.
mixtapes. So you've actually pruned out.
But they're
and
not all
selected-
Ghost Block. That's like my. I was
okay.
like playing with it early on.
Right, because you got Waylon Jerkins.
Waylon Jerkins. No,
No,
Waylon
Waylon
Grip.
Grip.
Shut your mouth.
Waylon
Waylon
Grip.
Grip. Yeah. So with him, sometimes what I do is I'll literally just take the whole entire track from someone and I'll say, copy this exactly without getting caught. And then it's
okay.
it's literally and those are some of the best.
Without getting
Those are some of my best songs. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, yeah, it's Africa by Toto. Of course it's good. It's proven formula.
But you know what, man? Music's been doing it. I'm not doing anything music ain't done before, man. And you know what I'm saying?
It's true. It's true.
You should try that. Type
I
in
got
do
a
something
weird
that's never
justification
been
for
done.
it. Yeah, man.
Music's got a long history of ripping each other off. Honestly,
Exactly.
real ones.
Don't blame Ghost Block. Because they trying to eat.
I wouldn't. I'm scared
It's
of them.
expensive in New York. They say bodega a lot. I don't even know what the fuck that is. They say bodega a lot, man.
That's how you know.
From New
That's how
York,
you know.
from Brooklyn.
I don't know what
Yep.
that is.
Yeah, from the
I'm
boroughs.
like I am like the Colonel though. I'm gonna just drain everything from these boys.
Even
Insane
broke.
boys.
Paul's rich.
Yeah, subliminal messaging to join the Navy.
You got to do a diss track about their manager Paul about
Yeah.
how
Oh,
like
that's
a
good.
no Vaseline type thing.
Ghost Block. Just look it up, people. In about 2 or 3 months, just look it up on
Look
Google.
it up where?
It's not anywhere right now. It's all in here. Look, it's all in here. Like all the gold is in here, my friends.
You should do a show here at Lucy's Comedy Club,
love
the
that.
debut show
I
of
would love
Ghost
that.
Block.
I would love
Bring him
that.
out from the back here, a little bit of haze.
Yeah.
Stage a little bit small, but
Hire
the
dancers.
vibes would be right.
We get hire dancers.
Yeah, dancers.
Eventually, we'll just be AI. We can just do if we're not feeling the podcast one week, we'll just AI make us a podcast,
Yeah.
special guest.
And
treated it a
and
beast.
AI knows
Treated it a beast.
way more about the world than you guys already do.
It does.
By
Yeah.
far. Yeah.
I used to
100%.
ask white people for advice. I'm done with that shit. You guys would just tell me anything at the top of your
We
heads.
didn't know what the fuck
For
we were
years, you
talking
guys
about.
at the top of the dome would just answer shit.
Totally.
No thought put into it, man.
I've said that on this podcast
No more.
often. That like I'm not trying to deceive anyone or change history. I'm just dumb, and I'm just
Yeah,
willing
we
to
don't
be.
know.
Yeah. And I like to think I know stuff, so I say stuff, and I'm dangerously without no knowledge or any facts backing anything I say up.
I did that.
We
What
need
did
to
he?
get smarter. We're not smart.
No, we don't need to get smarter. I think we've reached we're old.
Yeah.
I've learned enough shit already. I'm done learning, man. I've honestly learned enough shit to get by, man.
No, me
You
too.
can't teach me. If I'm in conversation and I feel like somebody's teaching me stuff, I walk away. I'm like, you need to stop
Okay.
fucking
Not
learning, man.
interested.
What am I going to learn about? A chair? Look at this chair. It was made in 1959. So maybe 2 years from now, I'm at a party with someone, and I'm like, hey, did you know this chair is from 19? Get the fuck out of here.
Actually,
I don't
Paul, that
talk like
leather
that.
that leather comes from
Oh,
a
get so
specific
mad thinking
species
about
of
learning.
bovine.
Yeah,
It does feel like why learn? I just want the information.
What do you need to know about now?
Yeah.
What do you need to know about now?
know-
Unless you're really intrigued by learning shit, and you're like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
that's kind of neat.
No, it's true.
I'm done. I'm that phase was just a phase for me. That's a neat phase.
That's what we do.
That's
neat.
neat phase. Yeah, man.
Learning was a phase for me.
You know, Burton Cummings Theater is named after a real singer. Oh, that's neat. That's neat.
Oh, I bet it makes good music too. It's no Ghost Block.
It's no Ghost Block.
I don't want
Oh,
to
you
know
do
that. man.
Does it do samples or it can't do samples?
Oh, it can do samples.
Oh,
I
man.
have.
Play some. Put some.
Do you want to
on
play
mic.
one that's
Yeah.
actually I have beds. Do you remember beds?
Well,
Are
no,
Burning?
don't play sample because then we can play it. Play one that's like fully OG,
original
and then it
content.
won't get on YouTube.
No.
We won't
I'll
get-
just we'll put up a link later. We'll just tell them
All
what
right,
to do.
the
Yeah,
Bumble
yeah,
link?
yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
But I was just wondering because I thought.
Don't you dare try to get me to play free Ghost Block, bro. You see what they try? Yeah. You guys try to play free Ghost Block.
yeah.
I'm sorry, boys. They got me. They almost got me,
Got me.
Kilo. They almost got me, Drax.
Sorry, Trina. Please.
I was
Wait,
just
they had a
like, good,
DJ. They used to have a DJ named DJ Messier after Mark Messier. but he kept spinning weird, and I was like, and he would keep doing these weird intros.
spinning
He kept saying weird intros. intros, and I was like, I kicked him out of the group. I'm like, DJ
It's
Messier.
the mess.
Hey, get the fuck out of here, DJ Messier.
He kept doing Don Cherry intros.
Hey.
Give it up for the troops.
You people.
You people.
Yeah, man.
They should collab with Burton Cummings.
Man, who the fuck is that?
Well,
Is that the IGA guy? I thought he made IGA. Didn't he invent IGA?
Yeah.
Burton Cummings?
Burton Cummings?
And because my North End IGA had a big picture of Burton Cummings. And I was like, oh, I was like, that's the guy that created IGA. That's cool. The one on Inkster. The one on Inkstar.
Store guy. No, he
Don't teach him.
Okay, yeah, that's right. No
Don't
teaching.
teach
And
him.
I was
Confused
about to
with
pull
Hall
it
Oates
out
all
of my
the
ass.
time.
Oh, because of the mustaches.
Yeah, and the songs. too.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sounds similar.
Yeah,
My
they had
parents
similar
back in the
songs.
day, they had a one copy of Burton Cummings' Greatest Hits, and then you'd open the cover, and it was him vacuuming in his bathtub.
Winnipeg.
And it
That's
was
some
like,
Winnipeg shit. That's
yeah.
the most Winnipeg shit
Dude.
ever, man.
And my parents loved it.
I'm not gonna lie, I
Paul.
vacuumed before, and I was like, this would slap
Yeah.
as an album cover, man.
I love looking at old album covers and then thinking if they'd be good as comedy album covers,
Yeah.
like redone. You know, I do that all the time.
Neil Young on the bus, writing songs on the Redwood bus.
That's right. Yeah.
Fucking lame.
That
I
was
would do
fucking
Yellow
lame.
Brick Road by Elton John.
The White Stripes rode the 16, I think, one
Did
time.
they?
when
They were
were
the
here.
number 16.
Dude, I
That'll
was
take you
so
to no
mad.
man's land, too.
I
The
was
number
so
16.
mad.
That goes down the bad. That goes to Sergeant, I feel like, doesn't it?
Totally.
Next stop, Furby. No, thank you.
Get off at Confusion Corner.
Yeah.
Go to Island Lakes.
All Winnipeg's bad names have like cute, like Arthur Street is the worst.
Yeah.
Furby
Furby.
sounds like the cutest place
Yeah.
in the world.
That's true.
It's Airleys.
Yeah, don't go. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was playing Hotel Yorba, and they said, "That's cute. Here's the Viscount Gort."
I had
What's
so
the
much hopes
Yorba?
for the Viscount. I like the Viscount. Shout out to the Viscount. I won money there. The Vilts.
Yeah.
One time. Yeah. Last night I was on a fucking wrecker, boys.
Oh, yeah?
Larry the Lobster. I've never had this happen. I got to go to the vault twice.
I've never even heard of the
I've
vault.
had the fish. No, I've never had
never
the.
even
I've had
heard
him
of
pull
the
out.
vault.
I had him pull out nets. Nice try. Ooh, that's a big one. Like I
pull
had
out?
that one.
He
The
pulls out
seven.
a vault?
So I go to the fucking vault, and the jackpot is like 2,000. So you pick shit, and I almost got to like the mid one, but I ended up winning $800 on the 250 max bets. On a 250 max bet, 800. The
That's
fuck out of
good.
here. I tell BLT stories like jail stories. I'm like, I was down to my last meal. I was down to my last $5. The whole family was starving, bro.
Kilo.
I had
What is that?
the Filipino lady beside me was hexing me all night. No,
Where do you
I
go?
hate.
McPhillips?
No, this was at the basement at comedy.
Oh, shit. Oh, they
I
have
missed
vaults
I
now.
missed everybody
Upstairs.
said during that 800 stretch.
Where's Paul? He's up next.
Not only
And then came down during someone's set, probably loud as hell, going, $800.
there's a big scream in the back of the room.
Hit the vault twice.
I made more than all the comics combined last night. I made the most money.
That's the biggest thrill when you're doing a show that you know is going to pay $20, $40.
20, 40 bucks, and you
hit
walk
something.
away with $500 or $600.
So,
We used to do the shows in either Selkirk or the open mics, and then you just like if you went to the Marion open mic and then you win $50 in the VLT, you're like, oh, paid spot.
Hell
This is a
yeah.
paid spot.
I had this lady come up and just in my business, man. She's like, "Oh, you almost got one." Ooh, I can feel.
hate those
I
people.
walked away. I had to walk away from this
Fuck?
fucking lady.
What are you
man.
doing?
This is
You're-
an advice. Stay to your own machine, man. Don't bring your energy into my shit.
No,
She's
no.
like, "Oh, you almost had it." I'm like, "Of course I almost fucking had it, man."
yeah.
You
Till
ruined
you
it,
showed up. Fuck
man.
off.
Oh, you know what I had a lady do to me? at the
VLT
casino?
etiquette, bro.
BLT etiquette.
I was at the casino once, and this lady goes, they're set up like machine,
Yeah.
and then one opposite, and
Yeah.
then one like this, and one like that, right?
Yeah.
One in 4 different directions, basically, is what I'm describing. And then I'm sitting here, she's to my left, and she kind of leans over to go, what does this mean? And I think it's going to be like, oh, service or this or
Yeah.
that. And she's like, she's won $2,000. It's clearly flashing winner $2,000, winner jackpot.
What a flex.
Yeah.
What does this mean?
Yeah. Can you help me?
Hey, sir, who's lost every single spin? Can you come over here and take a look at this?
I charged
this.
up a
This flashing 2000. What do you think? Suppose this flashing 2000 means?
Excuse me, sir. I heard you crying over there. I think I'm in trouble too.
it?
Oh, that's good.
Did I wreck it?
Oh, that's good.
Does this mean I'm better
Do
than
I
you?
owe this much?
Yeah. I don't have the money. I don't have the money.
So they have to give me that money?
I won.
What?
I won a little. I won enough where they asked me to take the picture at South Beach last week. They asked me. I told them to get the fuck out of here, bro. I got cousins that'll hit me up right away, and I'm like, they're shooting a show. I'm like, I don't want to be. No. I don't need that good. I really don't need that good.
You're doing well.
Yeah,
because now you're like, I'm not actually doing that well. It is my
guys
job.
Are watching me from afar. It must be nice. I'm like, oh no, and that's the thing. You're happy when you win. It's an adrenaline rush, and you think your friends and people around you are going to be happy when and everybody up like flashing in their face, like throwing it up in the air. All right, everybody, help me pick it up, everybody. It's like,
if you don't mind me, not to pry, but what's the threshold on taking the picture? It's like a couple of G's, right?
Yeah, well, this one was I thought was pretty low for a picture. I was six. I walked up with 6 G's that night. Yeah.
Nice.
They wanted me to take a picture after 6 G's, man. Okay. That's the second most I've ever won. I won 12 G's last summer.
What?
But a gambler never talks about how much they lose. Not that I didn't lose quite that much at all. I did pretty good. I didn't lose. Not even half. I didn't even spend that half. So I did pretty good, kids. If you're listening,
gambling works.
You gotta try it. You gotta try it.
You don't go every day. That's my thing. You don't go every day, man. No. You go when it feels right.
Yeah.
Totally.
One time, literally, we were at the casino, and Paul said, "I can't do this all the time, but I'll talk to the spirit for you."
No,
and then he did. He can't do this all the time though, so don't.
Oh, the spirit!
And then literally, I hit the bonus, started winning. I was like, "There's no." And
then Ryan Ash can contest to that
and
too.
I said that chat. I was like, "You're not going to believe what Paul just did," and Ryan was like, "Oh yeah, he can do that."
I did it once with Ryan. That was a freaky because he was down to his last spin, man. I was like, "Yo, Great Spirit, hook it up," and then he literally walked away with $400 in the next spin.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
But shut up. We're just kidding.
The Great Spirit.
No. Paul's never asked the Great Spirit for.
It's going to be a queue now. There's going to be a fucking queue now, guys. I'm going to be in the fucking queue. I'm going to miss all my fucking spins. You ruined it.
Now I'm never going to be able to get through that cleanly like I did.
Yeah. Can't hear me.
Instantaneous.
It just echoes. That's all I hear when I say, "Can you hear me?" It just echoes now. Fuck you.
Send it in requests for.
Are we allowed to swear on Prairie Dawgs?
Turns out the Great Spirit is just hopelessly.
Yeah, you swear.
You guys had Mark Ford? That was cool, man. One of my favorite guys.
Dude, Mark Ford's the shit, and he was super cool.
Man, one of my favorite guys in the whole world, man.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, he's very nice.
Mark Ford was the man. He was crushing out rumors all goddamn week. He was funny, dude.
Yeah, man.
I was going to say, too, Mike Feeney in town. Super funny dude.
Oh, I love Mike Feeney.
He was saying that, like the Viscount.
Was it rough? A little rough?
He said it was rough, but because of the security guys were looking at him like crazy. He was like, "Hey man, is this the east entrance?" The guy was like, "I don't know." And then he's just like, "Okay." Yeah. And then he's at like another time security. He's like, "Hey man, if I go out there, am I going to end out front?" And the guy was like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Fuck, dude, the security guys, you're brutal."
When I got mugged at the Handsome Daughter with machetes, the worst part were the security guys. The worst part were the security guys. They took off, nowhere to be found. And then they left. We barricaded ourselves like inside, and these dudes were like swinging. And then
swinging machetes.
Yeah, nobody was around. It wasn't Handsome. Like, we were at Comedy at Handsome, but it happened at the bar next door. I'm not saying where it happened, but
sorry, it's the goddamn Sherb. We all know it's the Sherb.
It was right by the Handsome Daughter.
Yeah.
But then like these guys, so the security's gone for the whole 7 minutes. This whole thing is happening, and then they go, and then the security's like, "Just get out of here, go home." And we're like, "We need help." They're like, "Get out of here." And I'm like, "We almost died.
Get out of here, troublemaker."
Like, and then we had to walk home in the same direction where these guys ran towards. So I was just like, "Everybody be alert! Everybody alert now! Alertness!"
They're in the bushes.
Yeah. And then the next day, it was a weird weekend. The next day, this was on Nappin Street. We used to stay. Cute name, not a very cute name, not a very cute street name. But somebody,
don't close your eyes.
And I was, because we were drunk that night. I was like wasted, so you don't register things the same. Like, fear is not the same when you're intoxicated, man. Because it was machete attack. I was like, "Oh, that was crazy." Walking home, if I was sober, I would have been. But I was drunk, so I was like, "Hey, man, what an experience, man!" Like,
cool.
Pating, I'm RoboCop. Pating. Nobody touched me.
Next day, just shaking.
I swear to God, we went to bed that night. Someone broke into our house that same night and took $10. And then
$10.
My partner's brother at the time came home and saw somebody sitting on the back seat, and he in the back chair, and just walked by her and didn't think of anything, and came home and find her dude in our house. They ran off, and I came out, and I wasn't even worried until I couldn't find my Xbox. I was like, because I remember the family was freaking out. My whole family was freaking out. I was like, "Everybody calm the fuck down." And then I couldn't find my Xbox. I was like, "Oh my God, this is the worst thing. I can't believe I'm a victim now." But yeah, it's back-to-back days. And I remember I had to pay my license off, which was about almost $2,000, and I had that cash on me. Getting mugged with machetes, I had that $2,000, and the next day it was like in the cupboard close to where that guy was. So he was this close, and then I was able. And then I was like, I went and paid my license the next day. So I was this close. 2 days, the Lord tried stopping me.
Oh, shit.
2 days, Jesus Christ tried stopping me, bro, and I fucking fought through that shit.
Not happening.
I paid my license, bro.
Head down, I persevere.
Yeah, man.
License is
Fuck you,
paid.
Winnipeg. You can't beat me.
Yeah, MPI, lay
beat
off.
me,
You know what this
Winnipeg.
man had to go through?
Winnipeg will get you though. Don't get caught slipping.
Winnipeg will get you.
You're having a good day. That's always when you get caught, when you
Oh,
stop
totally.
worrying about being afraid. You're like, you know what? It's a beautiful day outside. Cha-cha.
That's exactly what happens. Ow.
It's always some clever shit too. They're like, hey, cuz, what's up, man? You got that's a nice wife. Hey,
Yeah.
that hat belongs to my cousin. Let me see that hat real quick. I'm like, oh fuck.
No, it's the classic cliche you hear behind you. Hey, buddy. Hey, bud.
Hey, bud.
Then you're like, okay.
The neighbor
just
heads
let's-
joke where the guy puts his arm around them. He's like, hey, buddy, I'm robbing you right now, homie. That's like Winnipeg. That's all. That's
Yeah,
Winnipeg.
totally.
They're so friendly to you when they hurt you.
What kind of phone is that?
That's a sweet phone, buddy.
I've never seen that before.
I've never seen
It's an
that.
iPhone.
It's a classic iPhone.
Can I see it?
Oh, bro.
Okay, it's mine now.
Oh, man.
Speaking of Winnipeg, what's today? You want to get into today's story?
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes we'll do like a story, like a little bit of lore of Winnipeg, or
Can I take a sip of
something
my iced
for-
tea?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I promise I
While
won't be
while I
loud.
set this
Yeah.
up,
I promise I won't be loud.
It's a good time to wet your whistle.
Yeah.
That we do.
That's obscene.
It's so brown too.
It's so sugary. It's
yeah.
half lemonade, half iced tea.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that,
Arnold
that,
Palmer
That makes
style.
more
And then
sense.
you gotta the
thought
flavor
it was-
falls at the bottom.
I thought it was just iced tea, and it looked a little bit too milky to be.
I put pre-workout on that shit. Forget about it.
Hell
Woo!
yeah.
I'm on crazy pre-workout now that has lion's mane.
Dude, I have a bottle of that at home. I took one.
Man,
I'm
you
like,
you don't
my-
know fucking focus until you take lion's mane.
Yeah.
But have you seen lion's mane?
No.
Oh, okay, I'm not gonna ruin it for you.
What
then.
is it?
It looks gross.
Yeah, I know. I've seen its nice golden locks on the lions. I've seen that shit
No.
before.
All right, perfect.
Man, that's the shit. That shit gives me energy. Their mane.
It's mushrooms, right?
Yeah, something like that.
But it's
Okay,
like
yeah.
an ugly mushroom.
Yeah, all mushrooms are ugly and taste like toe jam, but we
They
love them.
taste like
we
shit.
never judge. We never judge.
You know
No,
what? That's
mushrooms
true.
are terrible.
You can put that shit in chocolate form too, and it's disgusting to swallow still.
Yeah. No.
I always do
mushrooms
the
never
thing
get
where
better.
I swallow it like a pill. Any form of mushroom, you just gotta, you don't chew, you just gotta swallow it like a
Yeah.
seagull.
But your stomach knows something gross happened.
Yeah. Oh, fuck
It's
yeah.
bubbling up. It's shitting it out. It's not good.
Yeah.
That's how I know I'm unhealthy, because I take shrooms and immediately it wants to clean my systems
I
out.
was like, get it out of here.
Immediately.
Get this out of here.
I
This is
start
gross.
tearing up, my ears bleed,
I
I'm
know.
pooping. It's just, it's good. I feel better the next day.
Next, you feel cleansed, but mushrooms are. I don't like the yawning. I
Yeah.
don't like the. I'm like jittery but sleepy.
There's an
it's
emptiness.
weird.
It's like,
There's an emptiness.
There's an emptiness.
That's like everybody on mushrooms. You always see them doing this. They're
Your
like
body knows.
they're always doing.
Yeah. Mushrooms are trying to reveal shit to you or some shit, man, but I'm
No,
just like,
bro, I just want to see a color.
That's what I've always said is that mushrooms
wanna
know
watch-
stuff that I don't know, and I don't want to know it.
I know.
SpongeBob the movie though has never failed on mushrooms.
first
though.
one?
The first one with David Hasselhoff.
Banger.
I'm telling you, that never ever fails on shrooms. It's
I'ma
crazy.
go figure
Some
it
about
out.
it. Some about it. Who's blowing bubbles?
It's because they have such a wholesome. The energy is pure.
It's a great
That's
story
why
too. It's a great story, man.
nutritious, yeah.
But the mushrooms hit when he's on this big tongue, and it reveals that it's like a thing. Oh,
Yeah.
the mushrooms are crazy on SpongeBob.
But yeah, talking about what we were talking about before, I'm not trying to learn new shit. So when the mushrooms come and they're like, "Hey, here's something about your conscious," I'm like, "Shut the fuck no!" I'm gonna take a shit and then I'm gonna look at the water.
May or may not be true. Also,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
mushrooms are just
Yeah.
like, did you know your soul is purple? And you're like, that's profound. I gotta keep that.
That's why you're always scared.
I'll argue with my soul. My conscience, my mushroom conscience.
know,
I'm like,
totally.
you bullshit. You bullshit me,
Yeah,
man.
bullshit.
My soul ain't purple.
talking
it's
out
black.
loud.
I know it's black. You know it's black.
Yeah. I like when you start to fight back when your brain's like, "That was weird. You shouldn't have said that. That was weird." And then you're like, "Why was that weird?" He's like, "I don't know." Oh yeah, well fuck you. Okay, and now you're just
Yeah.
like sitting there
You
quiet.
keep adjusting your eyes like that's gonna wake up your mind.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. I feel normal now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a walk. I'll see you guys in a bit.
You got cotton mouth. You can drink some water before you leave the house,
Yeah.
man.
It is funny how you do that. When I used to be drinking heavy, I'd be like,
When? Yesterday?
no,
Oh,
we're on. We know we go to AA now.
Are you sober?
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. For how long?
Like a month.
Okay, relax. How long for you?
Year and
Okay, those are
6.
right numbers. Okay, me, 2 and something months.
Oh,
2 years and
good.
something.
All right,
2 years
all
and something.
right, all
I do a lot of Molly. I do a lot of mushrooms.
That's not as bad for you though.
Go ahead,
That's
yeah.
actually better for you.
That's not bad.
I'm just kidding.
Call it Amsterdam sober.
Yeah, man.
So
It's
we
been
talk-
good though. Not drinking is good because you're gonna hit a point. I think T-Pain soon that I hit where it's like because the first year there's still a lot of fogginess. I call it the things that I've avoided while I was drinking the whole time, and it's this fucking it's this cloud, and then it just starts things start to seep in, and then it's still clear, and then I can deal with it in my mental. I'm ready now, my psyche to handle it now.
Dude, just raw dogging mental
And
health.
there's a confidence,
It's
and there's a
crazy.
confidence you feel after like 2 years of dealing with it. You're like, oh, okay, I feel so much fucking better now. And I think that's when you feel sober for the first time
Yeah.
after like 2 years, because there is is like a hangover of cloud still that you still have to like cipher through and
Dude,
shit.
totally. When you quit drinking for the first little while, you're just white knuckling
Yeah,
every
man.
experience because
Ah.
you're just like, fuck, dude. Like I got baggage, and then
Yeah,
after
man.
a while, you start. You
You passed out on the street one time. That's crazy baggage.
I told that story on here.
Did you tell the story here?
Yeah, I told that story on here.
Yeah, you
On the
definitely
street.
got molested by some guy walking by.
Something.
You definitely
Dude.
over the pants.
butt was out.
Somebody
Over the
definitely
pants.
OTPH.
No, my junk
And-
got squeezed.
And I've never passed out on the street, but I've been like I've been bad. I've been down and out with my drink. I was
Yeah.
every day. We're comics. Like me and you have partied hard. We've all partied hard.
We
man.
partied hard.
And nobody thought like in my life that I was doing that. Just the comics. Just like so
we knew.
everybody else was just like, he's such a happy guy. I was like, I'm a monster,
No,
man.
we're not
We
talking
would
like
go.
we're talking throwing the fuck down on a Wednesday.
And then a Tuesday, and then also the Thursday.
Yeah.
Anytime there was comedy night, we would fucking throw it
Dude,
down every single night, man.
like it was
we were always
New
looking for the
Year's
next
Eve.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We risked a lot of things. We had a lot of good times, but it's
But now instead,
I don't regret it. I don't regret none of it though. I don't regret none of that shit. It was fun, but my body just can't handle it. But there's
we
just a
couldn't handle
point.
it.
It's called growing up. I think.
Dude,
It
we
was-
were throwing down on a Tuesday in March like it was Y2K.
Yeah.
And we're like, fuck, let's go.
fun, man.
It
Going
was
on the road is fun
crazy.
and getting ham skied.
Yeah.
I remember we went on a trip with T-Pain for like 4 days. He bought no clothes, no bags, just vibes and cigarettes, man.
Just two steaks and a pack of cigarettes.
That was
I
around.
was-
I'm pretty sure that was around Halloween, and my partner at the time was with us, and she was drunk. We were all drunk, and Hell's Angels guys walked in, and she's like, "Yo, those guys are dressed up like Hell's Angels as costumes. That's not cool. I'm gonna go say something." I'm like, "Yo, dude, those guys are not dressed up." I'm like, "You leave the fuck them alone
they
right
got
now,
patches.
man." She almost got us fucking blowed out that night, man. That was a fun night. That was a fun
Good
night.
times.
No bag though. 3 days.
Yeah.
I remember waiting
Dude,
for you
I
at
was-
a gas station. And like, so T-Pain's already late on the way out. Like we're already like, fucking T-Pain, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And then we watch him come out. He stops, starts a cigarette, and he goes, "Why? And we're like, let's go, man.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
No, I was having a
Oh,
time.
good times.
I had no bag. I had no clothes, but I was flush for
Oh,
darts.
take me back,
I had
take me back.
3 packs.
a duffel bag full of loose darts.
Just darts.
Just vibes, man.
Like, I got 'em.
Yeah, and you know what? Great vibes. Great vibes.
Great
I must
vibes.
It
say.
was great vibes.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's the best part of comedy, man. Traveling on the road, doing that shit. That was good.
That was good, man. The Russell.
Good times.
Paul took me on my first road gig ever
Where was that?
with John B. Duff.
Was that at the firefighters?
The
I got mad at you
firefighters.
too, didn't I?
No, because I didn't go up. There's nothing
Oh,
to be mad at
I
me
told you
for.
not to go up, but I
Yeah.
still paid you.
Yeah.
Fuck, my family was there too.
It was like the
They were in the audience.
firefighter games.
Oh,
I guess
okay.
like for like
Native firefighters.
so for like First Nations communities, the volunteer firefighter groups doing like volunteer firefighter
Yeah.
games, the Olympics of whatever. And then it was like comedy.
it was
at
a
the
rough
end.
crowd.
But of course, one team wins.
Oh, yeah.
So the rest of them were like, "Fuck this,
They're
we're out of
mad.
here. It's rigged."
Oh,
So
shit.
they all left.
Oh,
so there's
shit.
like one group left, and the one guy, Duff, goes up to start. Our buddy John B.
I didn't want to bring Duff. He forced himself on that show too. That was one of the rest in peace, John B.
Rest
Duff. But
in
you
peace.
fucking forced yourself on that show,
in
bro.
peace,
I was
yeah.
like, "You got a show going up?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can come." He's I'm gonna drive. He's like going so fast. He's driving the wrong way, not taking instructions properly. He's like, "What's the deal over there? You gotta ask for more money, man." I'm like, "Just do the fucking show, man. What are you talking about?
You're not
What's the
even
setup
supposed to
like
be
over there?
here.
Did you even talk to anybody yet? Who's the setup guy? Give me the setup guy's name." I'm like, "Fucking shut up, man."
Duff, please. You're a guest. We'll figure it out.
So Duff's doing like the first set, like the
Yeah.
host set sort of thing.
My uncle and Bailey are there too for my res.
Oh,
For
shit.
some reason,
and
because
they,
they're
and they were like the
firefighters.
only people there.
Yeah, man.
And then Duff just intuitively knew I was supposed to be next, and then Paul just like did his time, and then intuitively was just like, and here's Paul. I just brought Paul up.
Oh, okay, all right.
He knew, like, I'm not going to throw this kid to this.
Yeah. It was a bad show. It was the right thing to do. I still paid you too. I still paid you.
Yeah, everyone did the right thing.
Yeah,
Classic road gig, really.
That was awesome.
Rest in peace, Duff. Yeah, you had no business being on that.
It's
show.
one of those hotel gigs that I get I get a lot of them. It's just soul crushing. Last time I did one, a little kid came on stage and was like punching me, and then the lady put it on the show was like, make it work. You're the comedian, man. I ripcord so fast. I was supposed to do 40. I did like classic Paul 20 minutes, man. I was like there's no. Yeah. I was mad because like you could see me like stressed. I wasn't hiding it. I was like, yo, somebody come get this kid though, and nobody came, man. I was like, he had little mini pepper spray in my boots like Batman.
You brought me out to one of those gigs, those hotel gigs, and I was supposed to do like 15. I think I did like 8.
Yeah. I always pull you guys off when it's going bad, and it always goes bad. Welly probably had a real rough one where I mean, because Welly's one of the funniest guys in the city, not used to being pulled off like that, man.
Not used to like
everyone. I've taken everybody through it, man. Everybody's had to.
But it's always a good comic hang, and it always pays.
It's always fun.
It always pays.
Yeah. I hate doing them, like I said, because comedy should be in a place where comedy is meant to be. Like in this place, low ceiling, and everybody's paying attention. You go to these conferences, people are literally lining up, and they want you to do comedy while they're lining up and getting their food.
Lights on,
and you watch people. We're pigs. We like to talk and have fun and be a pig. That's so good. You got to focus on your food, man.
I know.
Ain't nobody listening to the comedy at these events, and they don't care either. They just a lot of times they just talk and riff and ask questions, and if I do my time, I'll just leave.
I did that comedy at Six Pines one time.
Where the Halloween place?
The Halloween place. They're in line, and Gary Roy, ex-comic, Canada's Got Talent. He's like,
comic.
Dude,
ex-comic.
Well,
that's so funny.
I think he's full-time haunted house now. No,
he retired to be haunted house guy.
Gary, that was not shade.
No, he's still the hillbilly. He still calls himself the hillbilly.
The hillbilly.
And he's still an active comic on
100%.
Gig Salad. He's still active.
He's still a comic. Sorry, hillbilly. But he put one hay bill out there. He's like, go stand up there and tell jokes.
Stand up there, fella.
Yeah, tell her. I'm like, all right, Gary.
Get her done. Hey, that's good. Does anyone say that?
And then he was like, I was like, what? So, what does this pay? And he was like, well, you get to go here for free. And I just got in my car. I'm like, all right.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
We got the gist. All right, let's do the story today.
Sure, yeah. We talk about just like a fun Manitoba, interesting.
I love stories, man.
Interesting story. Is this you? Is this one of yours? Is this your mother?
Shut the fuck up, man. Why are you?
It's not about her. I'm just curious. I just found that she has the Order of Manitoba.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm not that impressed. I got my own show, so beat that, ma.
No Order of Manitoba.
She's got her appendix taken out this weekend, bro.
Oh shit,
She scared the fuck out of me, man. She was on the res and she was like, "Oh, Mr.
Appendix is serious." I had that. It hurts real bad.
Yeah, my poor mom's. But she flew back to the res today. I just dropped them off at the airport today, so she's flying back to the little res.
She has the Order of Manitoba. That's huge, dude.
I forgot. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot.
She gets boreal forest recognized.
That's why
UNESCO as heritage sites.
She's a big defender of the boreal forest. That's why when I did,
it's crazy.
There's an episode where the Inuit guy comes and fights me, and he gets hit with a mosquito, and he goes, "Fucking boreal bullshit." that was for my mom, man. That was for my mom.
No, that's cool. So you guys are cooking as a family.
My mom was crazy. When we're going to San Francisco because she won this huge award, and like. Leonardo DiCaprio's there, and it was like, and so they made this land, this Weaver Lake land, her and a bunch of other people. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site now, which means Hydro can't go there and take resources from it. And we go do camps there. We have elders camps and shit. There's a place called Spider Mountain where it's full of spiders. It's crazy.
That's sick.
It's fun. It's a beautiful place. Every time I go there, it's a lot of fun. So my mom's doing crazy shit.
Has she talked to you about AI?
When he was talking about the forest, I was thinking about that.
As if you don't like the best part about parents is they don't know that you can't tell them what AI is. I love these boys. Yeah. No, the parents will always forever be stupid. They can't decipher AI and what's not AI. It's so
Mom,
funny.
It's called Ghost Block.
Your friends are so talented.
Good. Wow.
Maybe he's onto something here. Yeah.
Totally.
But shout out to my mom, man. Like she's an amazing lady, man. I always sort of was like, I always had some pressure. She would put a lot of pressure on me to do good things, so I always appreciate
pushing
that
you,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, I was a lazy fucking kid, and she fought through all that and just never gave up. So many people are just like, fuck this guy, man, he's not in it. You can tell he's not in it. And my mom was just every day, she's like, just try again. Let's just start over. And I'm like, you need a mom like that, man.
Dude, that's sick.
That's
and
awesome.
that's sick work she's doing with the forest and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
man, she's making a difference out
Yeah,
there.
man,
That's
my
fucking
mom's-
dope.
My mom's doing shit, man.
Yeah, I try to
That's
find
good.
like notable Manitobans and fun stories. So I was looking up the list of recipients of Order of Manitoba, and I was like,
Yeah.
no way.
And then my TV mom, Tina Keepers, also got the order, man. Manitoba, bro. I got 2 moms, and guess what? 2 orders, bro. I'm not bragging, just saying.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. So what we're going to talk about this week is the Winnipeg Falcons. This is kind of a quick and interesting one. They're
The hockey team?
yeah. Are you familiar with them?
Yeah.
The men's hockey team. They're based in Winnipeg, of Icelandic immigrants or people of ethnic descent. Icelandic.
You gonna
ethnic
tell me the
descent.
Vikings learned how to play hockey?
That's it. That's what they did.
That's scary.
We want to play. It is funny to consider.
Volgar, get the stick, Volgar.
Yeah, it is funny to consider that it says they faced they were not allowed to play on other teams in the city due to ethnic prejudice.
Against the Icelanders?
That's weirdo. That's weird,
yeah,
man. I
right?
didn't know that.
Why don't white racism is sad to hear, man.
Well, these guys are weird. You ever
That bums me out,
met
man.
a Norwegian person?
Yeah. Have I met him, a Norwegian person? Yeah, man.
They're weird.
My brother's name is Norway.
That doesn't count.
No, but his name is Norway because on the res, he's named after my grandfather. And in the 50s, his dad was young, and there was a bunch of Norwegian backpackers that paddled to my res, and they left a book that said Norway on top of it. So my mushroom was named Norway. So this old res guy was named Norway, and then my brother, I got named after my Paul Rabliauskas, my white dad. Boring name, Paul Rabliauskas.
Right.
And the Norway guy, so Norwegian is
That's cool.
It's
Dude,
all
that's
the
dope.
basis. But he changed. He didn't like being called Norway from grade 1 to grade 4. He changed it to Kevin, his middle name. I remember that Norway. Everybody remembers.
Oh, Norway.
When he was ashamed,
Everybody
ashamed of
remembers
Grandpa's
his
name, I fucking remember that. Kevin Rabliauskas, are you here? Fucking
shit.
traitor.
Starting to beef, brother on brother.
And it's
beef,
weird
yeah.
having Paul Rabliauskas as my grandpa's name because you would Google me for a while before comedy, and his obituary would come first. So it'd be like Paul dead at 71.
This guy's a comic.
Yeah. And a lot of people that knew me would be like, "Oh, Paul 71, that makes sense." He moves so slow.
Yeah, so they weren't allowed to join other teams because people were like,
That's crazy.
You
Why
talk
don't we-
weird. Well, because imagine this little guy comes up, he's like, I would like to play on the
I don't want to
team.
play. You're doing. That's not
Yeah,
a nice
it's
language.
Iceland.
Swedish.
Swedish.
No, that's Dutch. That's
Is that
Dutch.
Finnish?
I would like to play.
Turkey,
It's the
turkey,
same-
dude.
You're just lowering the
I'd
same
like to-
accent. You're just lowering the tone.
I'd like to play.
I would like to play.
I'd like to play.
Like to play a game.
They're weird guys. They got like a funky energy to them.
Yeah. So what happened?
So they had made their own team in the league, which had teams like the Kenora Thistles, the Brandon Wheat City,
Oh, they made their own league.
their own team.
Oh, their own team. Okay. Oh,
The
Well,
Thistles.
Yeah, they'd been excluded. So in the 1910-1911 season, they became a part of a new senior league.
I thought this was like this year. No. What the fuck? What the fuck?
And to this day, Norwegians are not
2024.
allowed to play.
Okay, sorry. Let me reset my imagery in my head real quick. Let's go with 1910.
Yeah, black and white. Go black and white.
Go
Go black and white.
Yeah, okay.
Strip the color off.
Yeah.
So yeah, they become part of this new league in 1910-11 season. 1913, become part of the Independent Hockey League. So they were kind of
the
jumping-
IHL. I fucking love the independent.
hell yeah.
I love the
Who's your favorite player?
Yeah. Gordon McIntosh.
They beat the Portage team that year to be league champions.
Portage Terriers?
Just Portage.
Portage Swedes.
Portage La Prairie specifically.
The Plap.
The Plap boys. And then during the First World War, 7 of the 8 players enlisted to serve went overseas. So they
No hockey for them.
couple died in the war.
Half our fucking team.
Couple of the
got
hockey
blown
players
up
died?
Yeah, in
with
the
a
war.
Single shell.
God damn.
First
What was
World
all
War.
for? What was all for, man?
What was World War One for?
No, I'm asking.
I'll tell you
What
what it's
happened?
for.
I know that wasn't Hitler. I know that was the other one.
It was all for them to return in 1919 and reassemble the team.
With
The
half
other-
the team,
really?
though.
The
With
other
new
5.
guys, with the sons
Well,
of
the 5 that survived.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a movie. That's gonna be
Yeah,
a movie
yeah.
soon.
We can play.
Guys come from the war, their faces are all mangled. They're playing hockey.
I missed the
suck.
ring.
Yeah, everybody let them win that year.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. That's the story.
They went undefeated the whole year.
Yeah, because everyone was crying on the bench.
Yeah, man, they got
Think
no
about war.
eyeballs. It's crazy.
So they won the Allen Cup in 1920.
That's a stupid name. I want to the Jerry Cup, named after Allen.
The Gary Centennial Tournament.
Yeah.
the Gary.
Allen, some fat guy. I don't know if they fucking cup after Allen.
So they win that, and then the first place team of the league would play the champion of the Winnipeg Hockey League for the opportunity to represent Western Canada in the Allen Cup playoffs. So they kind of won their way in through this tournament.
Damn, that's a lot of fucking league and tournament shit you got to get through. I love that.
They win that one.
I wish hockey was like that. Just provincial, your best provincial guys just trying to get through the whole national stage.
Well, and that's sort of how it worked out because this team from Winnipeg wins, the Winnipeg Falcons. They win the tournament, and then get sent to the Olympics.
Oh.
So they go, that's our best team in the
huge.
country.
Yeah.
We'll send them.
The Falcons?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Like as a
And that's the
complete-
pinnacle at the point. At that time, that's like the pinnacle of their sport.
pinnacle of
I
hockey.
imagine
Well, this was actually the
Olympics.
first year that hockey was in the Olympics.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Yeah, in Antwerp.
I know where that is. That's in Sweden, right? Just kidding.
Duh.
And in the
I think it's
Olympics, they
Belgium or
went
something.
0-8,
Belgium.
outscored 47-0.
They were not very good.
No.
It's the first edition, man. We're learning.
The Olympics they would go on to win.
Yeah, well, we invented the game. Like our guys, people
Yeah.
are probably, the other teams are still learning how to play, I imagine.
Yeah, well, and these guys know about ice too. They're from
Yeah,
Norway.
Yeah, it's all that's true.
So they scored 29 goals in 3 games
Oh,
and were
shit.
scored on once.
Okay, we
Man,
cleaned
that was
them
before
up.
the mercy. When was the mercy rule created?
Yeah,
man?
totally. 5-0.
Norway shows no mercy. Who is laughing now?
Who is laughing?
They're taking their skates off, trying to stab people with it.
goalie,
Happy
man.
Gilmore style.
That's
What's the goals against average on that bill?
Unbelievable.
I kind of
29 goals against average.
I always like that about the World Juniors because they'll have like America, Canada, but then they'll be like Italy or like you know, Kazakhstan.
I can't.
It's
I
always
can't
fun.
help but cheer for those small teams every single
too.
time, man. I
Me
cannot cheer for Canada sometimes when we're playing Switzerland or some shit.
100%.
I always cheer for the little guys. I can't help it.
I know, and then we win like 12-0, and the fans are like on the 12th goal. Everyone's like, "Yeah!" It's like, what?
Give it to him.
I know.
One more goal.
Yeah.
One more goal.
It's like you're literally cheering for the casino at that point. Like, dude, like just you know, how do you not root for Switzerland to get a
man.
goal?
Yeah, man.
And it's so
Canadian as you
the
are.
joy they like when India scores a goal in
Yeah.
ice hockey. The joy is like that's contagious. How do you not?
How do you not get
I
behind?
went through a weird phase where I was like big Canada guy, national team guy. And
Yep.
then I think when I was like 13, 14, because we were so good for so long, I got sick of cheering for the goal.
Yep.
And they're always trying to create stories where we were the underdogs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is not true. So I kind of just wanted Canada to lose almost every single time.
100%,
Only
dude.
during the juniors and
Yep,
shit. Because
me
there's
too.
just so much winning going on after
know.
all. And I'm like, fuck, this is boring. And then we lost a whole bunch now. Now we're back.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
we're like,
Now
our
it is
teams are
kinda
just
like,
so
okay,
good.
fucking
But I
win.
I was so sick of us winning that I would literally root for all this. Not
know.
for the U.S., never for the U.S. though. But I would cheer for Russia and all the other team, Finland and Sweden and shit. Just
And
to
Russia's
see,
crazy.
Just to see us lose.
Russia's a crazy
know.
team to root
I
for.
love team. Oh, I miss Russian hockey. Are you fucking kidding me?
But you're right. TSN would try to create these stories that would be like, Canada 9 straight gold medals. Can they get a 10? I'm like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, Jonathan Taves and fucking Patrick Marleau aren't getting along.
They're the
Will this be the year
underdogs.
that they don't win? yeah,
it's
fuck
got a
you.
sore throat.
Yeah,
It's
and it's
over,
8
man.
hours of this fucking pregame programming that they try to build in your head that
I
Canada might lose to fucking Denmark. It might happen.
Yeah, totally.
It's never
Can
gonna
they
fucking
do
happen.
it?
And then and so there's a couple times where Canada's lost to some smaller countries, and I'm all over. I'm
Yeah.
all for it. Everybody loves to see it.
100%.
It's like in wrestling, man. You want to see Hogan lose. You want to see 1, 2, 3 Kid
I wanna see
beat
Hogan
Razor
die at
Ramon,
this
bro.
point.
Totally.
You want to see the 1, 2, 3 Kid win, bro.
I know. Like you see Canada, like, and then they'll run up the score. It'll be like 13-0 against Denmark. I'm like, fuck this team, dude.
After
Like,
the 9th goal, man, you
know.
can chill, bro. You
I
can
have
I
no
got the
respect.
puck. Run it up,
Yeah,
run it
even
up.
when I played sports as a kid, if we were up 3
playing
goals,
sports
4
sucks.
goals, the coach would be like, "Pass to the kid with one leg."
Yeah.
Yeah,
You give-
let
totally.
him play.
yeah, give him a shot.
yeah.
So the
Sports shitty. Sports was shitty. I played high school football. Just the meanest fucking kid. This is I'm gonna fucking kill you,
I know.
man. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, man.
You're
I'm
too
just
serious.
I just can't go home after school. That's why I'm here. I need an after school program.
Honestly.
I'm gonna rip your fucking guts out of the parking lot, you fat bitch. And I'm like, hey, man. I'm going to the rest for 2 months. I'm going back home soon.
You can win. I don't care.
We're losing by 30 already, guy. I obviously don't know any of the plays. Leave me alone, bro.
Thinking about dinner.
I was an
don't
offensive
care.
lineman. I did not know the difference between pass plays and run plays. So, and you need to know, because if you're gonna do a run play, you gotta push the fucking guy and make a hole. And if it's a pass play, you gotta step back. I just was like playing. I was gambling the VLTs. I'm like, I'm gonna just guess what the fuck I'm doing, man.
Push.
I did 3 offsides in a row and got taken off, man. And the second offside, they go, "Who is I can hear? Who is that? It's Rabliauskas." And then I did it again. I hear, "Get him the fuck out of there." I got knocked out one time. I didn't get it. I didn't get the rules alignment. I went down in my quarter stance, and this guy did it. He just stood up in front of me, and I'm like, "That's not fair." And then as soon as I got up, I was out cold, man.
Fair no, but legal, yes.
Yeah. First game ever, I got stung by a bee in my neck, and my neck swelled up. I put on my helmet, so I couldn't even fucking play. And then I quit, and then I pretended to get sick. I was not sick. I pretended to get sick and joined theater school. I needed an after-school program still.
It paid off.
Mom, I have an acting soul.
Mama, I walked into theater class and I'm like, these are my nerds. These are my fucking nerds.
I don't have tough hands. I have jazz hands.
Jazz hands. I can dance. I can sing. This is who I am. This is who I'll be.
You get knocked out again.
Theater teacher knocked.
Football was traumatic, man. Even my old players, I remember he's just, I'm gonna fucking hurt these guys, put them in the hospital. I'm like, nah, man, this guy's a nice guy, man.
Yeah, why are we
Coaches
fighting?
are mean.
Yeah.
Just like, you can't break fat. I'm like, yeah, you can. You can break fat.
Well, you're breaking my spirit.
Yeah. Fuck, I hate football.
I don't know if we're gonna finish the story today.
No, it's done. That's it.
Oh, that's
They,
it.
won,
Oh,
they,
okay.
they sort of won the Olympics. This one guy, Frank Fredrickson, went on to win a Stanley Cup.
Oh shit!
So he was a legit, and they had some legit guys.
Yeah, 1925 won with the Cougars, and then I think he won again with the Bruins in 29.
Not the Boston Bruins.
Yeah, the Boston Bruins.
Really?
1929.
You're kind of right about that. Oh, sorry. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, you got it.
You're kind of right about like white on white racism.
Oh, that depresses me,
anytime
man.
it's like how like India and Pakistan are going out.
Yeah, no, that's different.
You know how they're basically
I'm
the
not
same.
comparing the two. White on white.
I am.
And Indian and Pakistan.
I am. You're
What are they fighting about? They're basically the same.
White people making fun of the Portuguese versus making fun of Polish people versus what you're saying. Those are two
Rooted in
different things, man.
ignorance, I stand by it. No,
See, that's the kind of stuff we say on here.
No,
But we go, we're not mean, we're just dumb.
We don't know
that
a
was
lot about
probably
things.
a dumb statement. I stand by
It's
it.
crazy, man.
It's just, what are we fighting for? Is what I'm saying.
War? What is it?
Good for.
Good God. Good
Hey,
God, yeah.
Kilo, write that down.
Hey, Kilo, you be writing this?
Ghost block. Get on it.
I have a song. AI's not right all the time. I have a song called 31 about 31 homies that they lost in 1 year.
30.
What's going on?
It's called
over there?
31. 31 candles, 31 names. And then the guy goes, it started with Mikey. And then, but I believe AI math so much. One of the lyrics is, he goes, that's 31 a week in a year. He goes, no, that's 31 deaths in a year. That's 1 a week. And I believed him. I believed it. And I told my green, I'm like, 31, that's a year, bro. He's like, no, it's not. I was like, yeah, but ChatGPT, bro.
It was a leap year.
ChatGPT fucking made me look like a fool in front of my friend, my green.
That actually sounds like a good
names.
song.
31
Does it say how they
candles.
died?
So good.
It doesn't tell how 31, but there's about 5 guys. He was just standing on the corner and then
Oh, just random violence.
yeah, man.
That's
Well,
a
Ghost
hard-
Block, man, they have a lot of enemies.
That's a hard. It started with Mikey.
Do you know what's
That's
crazy?
very
I use
hard.
real gang affiliations. So Ghost Block, they have a song called "White Boys That Are Bloods,"
That's
and
fun.
then there's a song. There's a Mexican theme song about them and MS-13 joining forces in prison for a little bit.
Like Avengers.
It's a cool song because the guy starts in Spanish and then it transitions to English, and it's really dope, man.
MS-13 is just the fuck.
That one's
Who's Ghost Block?
No. It's pro MS-13 because
okay.
the whites are and Mexicans don't get along in prison, and so Ghost Block once again breaking barriers in the streets in terms of rival gangs coming
also
together,
in prison.
and now rival races coming together.
I can't
bringing
wait
them
to
together.
see this album cover.
Well,
of an
yeah.
MS-13 guy, white blood guy, Rasta guy.
Yeah, man. Because the Mexican guy raps pretty cool. It is, but I think I made a mistake. I think the Mexican guy is just reading prompt instructions. I think he's talking about like the
he's reading the
the
prompt
beat
in
instruction.
Spanish.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. I didn't put it in brackets, so he reads the instructions. So I think he's talking about the tempo.
Do a rap in Spanish about living in prison.
Because I hear him say tempo a little bit, and I'm like, oh fuck! I think he's reading the beat description
In the style of Troy.
but it's Mexican, so it sounds good. It sounds fire.
Chat GPT, what if this was produced by Lin-Manuel Miranda? Well, I think that's pretty much it, man.
I think that's the episode.
What?
Quick
Yep.
housekeeping before we go.
I'm doing rumors.
That's what I
He's
got pulled up
doing
here.
I'm doing fucking rumors.
Comedy
August
Club.
12th through 16th.
Is it? I've been telling people I start on the 16th.
Well,
You're welcome, Sean.
I've literally told everybody it's on from the 16th and on. I'm like, I don't
That's
know the
funny
dates.
because Sean Murphy, who headlines after you, couldn't be more white. I can't wait till this loads. This is Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy couldn't
man.
be more
Funny
white.
dude.
All I do is just look at who's selling out before me and who's selling out after me. That's all I look at, man.
That's all I care
Rumors
about.
is always fun, man.
Last
I'm gonna
time
say.
you came there, dude, you sold out every show for a week straight, dude. Your people show the fuck up.
Yeah,
They
man.
love you, bro.
But they're getting
Like,
tired. I gotta write new jokes. They definitely.
don't we all, bro?
They're not even shy about. There was one lady the other day. I'm a headliner. She's like, "Do you have new material this time?" I was like, "God damn!" I was
like that.
And my excuse is I've been writing a fucking TV show for 4 fucking
Yeah,
years.
that's
Like,
pretty
what do you want
valid.
from me?
That's
What
pretty
do you want?
valid.
I do have new
Sorry.
material though. I have about 20 minutes of 30 minutes of new
That's
material.
lots.
And
Yeah,
3,000
And it's more
songs.
mature because ChatGPT told me to be more mature.
Up to Ghost Block.
What's that?
You should come up to Ghost Block, like onto stage.
No. I don't want to bring those two worlds together, man.
Okay.
I'm not bringing those two worlds together.
Well, because what if crime starts happening at your shows then?
yeah.
Or you get
32
people,
homies.
you get people asking
I get the real
for it.
MS-13 coming and asking
Hey, we're
questions
here
and
for
shit.
Paul
Hey,
Holmes.
where's he at?
Yo, where's Kilo?
Shout out to Kilo.
Yeah, but no, for real, dude. You sell out every time, and you're hilarious.
Yeah, man,
So
it's hard to
go
get tickets. Get tickets because and people always hit me up. I have
Dude.
chiefs come up to me, but I'm the chief. And my rumors don't give a fuck, man. Rumors is ruthless. Like
It was a
get your
party
tickets
last
early.
time. It was a
It's always fun,
party,
man.
dude.
It's the crowd's always crazy. Here's like Winnipeg. It's where I started doing comedy. It's where I love doing comedy. So it's just like visiting family again. I don't live here anymore, so it's always nice to come back and just talk shit. So it's
No, 100%. Well,
it's my favorite place to do comedy in the whole entire world. Rumors,
you've
man.
got legend status in Winnipeg.
Oh,
You're
man,
a legend, bro.
We've been doing it,
You've
man. I've
doing
been doing
it.
this shit for almost 20 years in Winnipeg, man. So
Fuck yeah,
it's been a fun journey, and to come back and do rumors every year, it makes me feel like it's all worth it, man. It makes me feel established. It makes me feel like I belong. So shout out to Tyler for hooking that up, man.
Shout out to Schultze. Shout out to
Schultze,
Rumors, man.
yeah, keeping us boys safe for a long time, man.
He's loyal to the dogs, honestly.
Yeah,
Yep,
I
takes
love
very
Tyler.
good care of us. Sponsors the pod over here, which we
Oh, does he?
appreciate.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Totally. So,
Yeah, man.
and we got a contest going. 4 tickets this Saturday for the
Hell
late
yeah.
show. So follow the Instagram.
I didn't pay
blah,
my
blah,
tab last time, Tyler. I'm sorry. I left the bill. Classic Paul.
Hey, one of our subscribers,
blah. Yeah. Hey,
go pay that.
Add me on my Patreon.
he'll give you a mixtape. It'll be
Pay
fun.
that,
Yeah.
would you? So
and,
thanks,
and I'm
Rumors.
dead serious. Look out for Ghost Block. Look out this fall. I think we're gonna release 2 mixtapes in the fall. There's gonna be some music videos dropped. Shut the fuck up, Tim. Shut the fuck up, Tim. It's gonna be great, man. Ghost Block coming out this fall. Literally, it's different. It's an experience. It really is an experience.
I'm looking forward to 31 Candles.
31 names.
Started with Mikey.
I started with Mikey.
He's stuck in my head now. Okay, you got anything
Paul,
else?
you're the fucking man, bro. Thanks
Thank
for
you so
coming
much.
on the
Thank you so much,
podcast,
man.
for
You
real.
guys are killing it. I love you guys, man.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
dude. And thank you.
Love you.
Yeah, love you. Tune in next week. Subscribe, like, all that shit. Just fucking do it. There you go. See? All right.
Mike Willow made it.
House block building, whole house full of blacks.
We in the trophy room flexing like the rent due. Yankee cap crooked, got shooters in the venue. Mob flex playing while we polish up the menu. Trophies in the bag and your bitches in there too. Ghost don't brag, we just show proof. Every verse of murder bring a black suit. Slick talk, big moves. 100 bands of sweatsuits, talk slick poof. Now you just a news loop. I was up in Hell's Kitchen, eating plates with a felon. Came home, now we cooking every verse what I'm selling. Got 100 missed calls, but I ain't picking up. Got 100 op names, I'm just lining them up. Mike Will got the beat slapping loud as the gavel. Duct tape on a handle, got me back to my travel. Got a bad bitch smarter than your lawyer or your pastor. She posts one pic, now your whole gang shattered. I'm nasty, like pissing in your ball main jeans. Like asking who the goat and they yelling me. Dumb rich look broke, that's the trick, ain't it? I don't post, I invest, let the trap get famous. Got a 38 mouth in the mind like Pac. All these new rappers sweet, I just call them butterscotch. Told the label I want cash in a Chipotle bag and a mic in the cell where my co-defendant at. Still laugh when I'm running up numbers of silence. You talk beef, bro, I hide the violence. This Ghost Block don't need no hook. Just give me one mic and the city shook. We in the trophy room flexing like the rent due. Yankee cap, crooked got shooters in the venue. Mob flicks playing while we polish up the menu. Trophies in the bag and your bitches in there too. Ghost don't brag, we just show proof. Every verse of murder, bring a black suit. Slick talk, big moves. 100 bands and sweatsuits, talk slick, poof. Now you just a news loop. Even need no chorus, I'm the motherfucking vibe. Grew up where the Knicks lost and the cops lied. Now we counting blessings in a homicide arch. Gold teeth grinning, got the DA twitching, took the charge. Beat it, not a lawyer in the belly kitchen. My bitch do lashes, but she lashed out too. Catch a op lacking and she tagged that crew. Gold step moving like a hush hit. Got racks in the wall like a bootleg script. You rap, I live, that's the difference in the tone. You cat, we slide, now your fam writing poems. I'm the chill in the club when the set walks in. Got a chain on my neck and a case on my chin. Used to dream about plaques, now I dodge award shows. Cause I'd rather make bail than pose in your clothes. Label said I need PR, now I need patience. I don't do brunch, I do trap low cases. Got a Glock in the crib and a priest on call. Cause even God no kilo, don't stall. I got scars on my plaque, sure hang. Every bar I drop is a shot, no bang. They say I'm ghost cause I rap like war. Nah bro, I'm ghost cause I exit through floor. I ain't dressing for press, I'm dressing for court. Got a case on the line and a verse in sport. This ain't rap, it's a crime turned cheek. Still weighing out grams on a gold boutique. Got moms in the church, but the kitchen my chapel. Still say grace while I twist up the apple. They talk about legends, name ring bells. Drex been a trophy before they gave shells. Plaques on the wall like bodies on fire. I don't smile in flicks, I just grin on trial. I got chains, I got rooms full of silence. Ghost block rich, but we pay in violence. We in the trophy room flexing like the rent due. Yankee cap, crooked got shooters in the venue. Mob flicks playing while we polish up the menu. Trophies in the bag and your bitches in there too. Ghost don't brag, we just show proof. Every verse of murder, bring a black suit. Slick talk, big moves. 100 bands and sweatsuits, talk slick, poof. Now you're just a news goo.